Imagine a vehicle so simple, so joyful that the moment you see it, you feel like summer just started. The ocean breeze is hitting your face, and life suddenly feels lighter. Today on Drive and Reviews, I'm bringing you something that doesn't try to be fast, doesn't try to be aggressive, and doesn't try to impress with crazy numbers, yet somehow steals your heart in seconds. This is the Electric Moke, now officially for sale in California. And it's not just a car, it's a feeling. Before you judge it by its tiny size or beach buggy looks, let me tell you, this thing carries history, personality, and a surprisingly modern electric soul that makes perfect sense for today's lifestyle. Picture yourself cruising along palm-lined streets, music playing softly, sun above you. No roof, no stress, no rush, just pure freedom on four wheels. That's the promise of the Moke EV, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why people are already falling in love with it. The Moke started its life decades ago as a simple, utilitarian vehicle, originally inspired by the classic Mini, and over the years it became an icon in coastal towns, resorts, and private islands. Celebrities drove it, hotels used it, and it became a symbol of relaxed luxury without trying too hard. Now, in its electric form, the Moke returns with the same spirit, but updated for a world that cares about clean energy, quiet drives, and effortless mobility. What makes this version special is that it's street legal in California, which means it's not just a toy anymore. It's something you can actually use for daily short trips, neighborhood cruising, or stylish errands. It's fully electric, completely silent compared to gas-powered vehicles, and incredibly easy to live with. There's no engine noise, no vibration, and no complicated tech to confuse you. Everything about the Moke EV is designed to keep things simple and fun. From the outside, it looks almost exactly how fans would want it to look. The open sides, the flat body panels, the round headlights, and the minimal design all scream retro charm. It doesn't hide what it is, and that honesty is refreshing in a world full of overly complex vehicles. You can clearly see the wheels, the stance is upright, and the whole thing feels friendly rather than intimidating. This is not a vehicle that demands attention, but it gets it anyway because it's different. People smile when they see it, and that alone says a lot. The Electric Moke is built for relaxed environments. Think beach towns, gated communities, golf course neighborhoods, and sunny city areas where speeds are low and vibes matter more than horsepower. It's not meant for highways or long road trips, and it doesn't pretend to be. Instead, it focuses on short-distance travel with zero emissions and maximum enjoyment. Charging is simple, ownership is straightforward, and maintenance is minimal compared to traditional cars. For many buyers, that simplicity is the real luxury. Inside, the driving experience is about connection, not isolation. You feel the road, the air, and your surroundings in a way modern cars rarely allow. There are no doors in the traditional sense. No heavy insulation separating you from the outside world. Every drive feels like a mini adventure, even if you're just going to grab coffee. And because it's electric, the acceleration is smooth and instant at low speeds, making it feel lively without being overwhelming. Steering is light, visibility is excellent, and maneuvering through tight streets or parking areas is effortless. One of the most interesting things about the Moke EV is how it fits into modern lifestyle trends. People are moving away from oversized vehicles for every situation and starting to appreciate purpose-built mobility. Not every drive needs a massive SUV or a high-performance sports car. Sometimes you just need something fun, efficient, and charming. The Moke fills that role perfectly. It's also a statement piece. Owning one says you value experiences over excess, style over speed, and joy over noise. It's the kind of vehicle that becomes part of your personality. You don't just drive it, you live with it. Neighbors recognize it, friends want to ride in it, and strangers ask questions about it. It sparks conversations effortlessly. In terms of safety and regulations, the California legal version meets the necessary requirements to be driven on public roads within its intended environment. It's designed for lower speed zones, and that's where it shines the most. You're not meant to push it hard or drive aggressively. Instead, it encourages you to slow down, enjoy the moment, and reconnect with why driving can be fun in the first place. That philosophy feels almost rebellious in today's fast-paced automotive world. The Electric Moke also aligns perfectly with eco-conscious living. Zero tailpipe emissions mean you can cruise through beautiful coastal areas without adding pollution or noise. It respects the environment it's designed to be enjoyed in. That's an important detail, especially for buyers who care about sustainability but still want something enjoyable and stylish.
It proves that going electric doesn't have to mean boring or clinical.
It can be playful, emotional, and full of character. Another reason the Moke EV feels so relevant today is how perfectly it matches modern social habits. People love sharing moments, photos, and memories, and this vehicle naturally becomes part of that story. Park it outside a cafe near the beach or in front of a colorful wall, and it instantly looks like it belongs there. It photographs beautifully from every angle, and that visual appeal adds to its charm. But beyond social media, it creates real-world moments. Conversations start easily, laughter comes naturally, and even a simple ride with friends turns into a memory you'll talk about later. That emotional value is difficult to measure, yet incredibly powerful. The Moke also encourages a different mindset about ownership. You don't buy it because you need to. You buy it because you want to. That distinction matters. It becomes a reward, a lifestyle choice, and a personal expression. For some, it's a second vehicle dedicated to fun, while for others, others, it becomes a daily companion for short, meaningful trips. Either way, it delivers something many modern cars have lost, and that is personality. It doesn't overwhelm you with features or try to justify itself with statistics. Instead, it invites you to relax, slow down, and enjoy the ride. In a world that often feels rushed and noisy, the Moke EV feels like a quiet rebellion, a reminder that happiness can be simple and mobility can be joyful. That's why seeing it return in electric form, legally on California roads, feels like the right vehicle at the right time. It fits perfectly into communities where people value atmosphere over aggression and comfort over chaos. The calm driving experience almost feels therapeutic, turning routine errands into small escapes. You arrive relaxed, smiling, and strangely refreshed. That subtle impact on daily life is easy to underestimate until you experience it yourself. That sense of calm stays with you long after the drive ends, making the Moke more than transportation, but a gentle reset button for your day. It's a reminder that enjoyment doesn't have to be complicated or loud to be deeply satisfying and genuinely memorable. Those small moments quietly add up into something meaningful over time. That's the magic. Pure and simple. Interior. When you step inside the Moke EV, the first thing you notice is how open and honest everything feels. There's no attempt to hide materials or create fake luxury. Instead, the interior is clean, functional, and designed to handle real life. The seats are simple yet comfortable, often finished in weather-resistant materials that can handle sun, sand, and the occasional splash of water. This is an interior you don't worry about, and that freedom changes how you use the vehicle. You're not afraid to hop in with wet clothes after the beach or dusty shoes after a walk. The dashboard layout is straightforward, with only the essentials in front of you. Controls are easy to understand, and there's a certain charm in how minimal everything is. You won't find giant screens dominating the cabin, and honestly, you don't miss them. Instead, you focus on the drive, the surroundings, and the people with you. The steering wheel feels natural in your hands, and the seating position gives you a clear view of the road ahead. Storage is modest, but practical for daily needs, and the open design makes the cabin feel larger than it actually is. Because there's no roof in the traditional sense, light floods the interior, creating an airy, uplifting atmosphere. Every drive feels like a break from routine. Even short trips feel special, and that's something few vehicles can claim. The Moke EV isn't about isolating you from the world, it's about inviting you into it. That emotional connection is its biggest strength. It reminds you that cars don't always need to be complicated, machines filled with distractions. Sometimes less really is more. Driving the Moke is a sensory experience. You hear the sounds of the city or the ocean, you feel the temperature change as you move, and you notice details you'd normally miss. It turns everyday driving into something mindful and enjoyable. For many owners, that feeling alone justifies choosing it over more traditional options. It's not about practicality on paper. It's about how it makes you feel every single time you turn the key, or in this case, press the start button. In the end, the Electric Moke isn't trying to compete with mainstream cars, and that's exactly why it works. It knows its purpose and embraces it fully. It's a lifestyle vehicle, a mood enhancer, and a rolling reminder that driving can still be fun, simple, and human. If you're someone who values experiences, loves unique design, and wants an electric vehicle that feels alive rather than robotic, the Moke EV might just be the perfect fit. And that's why it deserves a spot on Drive-In Reviews, because sometimes the most memorable vehicles aren't the fastest or the most powerful, but the ones that make you smile the most.